Jaguar Wright, once hailed as a dynamic voice in the neo-soul movement, rose to prominence in the early 2000s. Her raw emotional performances and collaborations with major artists like The Roots and Jay-Z made her a critical darling in the industry. Though she never reached the commercial success of some of her peers, Wright was known for her ability to channel life's hardships into her music, delivering heartfelt performances that connect deeply with her audience. However, while many expected her to soar into mainstream success, Wright's career began to stall. She would later reveal that behind her struggles was not just the usual tale of industry politics, but something much darker. Disillusioned by the abuse, manipulation, and exploitation she witnessed firsthand, Wright began speaking out, taking aim at the very people she once worked alongside. By 2020, Wright had positioned herself as a whistleblower, using her platform to call out what she saw as the sinister underbelly of the music industry. Her fiery accusations began with The Roots and Common, but it wasn't long before she set her sights on the biggest names in music, Jay-Z and Beyoncé. According to Wright, these figures weren't just entertainers, but powerful players in an industry built on control, fear, and abuse. Many believe Wright's outspoken nature comes with her own experiences, as she claims to have seen the industry's darker side up close. Her disillusionment with how the industry treats artists, particularly those from marginalized genes like neo-soul and hip-hop, has only fueled her desire to expose what she calls the monsters in music business. Now, Jaguar Wright finds herself not only as an artist, but as a voice for those who can't speak out, individuals she believes have been silenced or destroyed by the powerful forces that dominate the entertainment world. Her post-2020 resurgence has been marked by increasingly alarming claims, drawing attention not just to herself, but to the potential horrors lurking beneath the surface of the industry. In one of her most chilling interviews, Jaguar Wright painted a harrowing picture of the industry's inner workings, taking direct aim at Jay-Z and Beyoncé. Jaguar would go on Pierre Morgan's national television show and say that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are far from the polished, perfect couple we see in media. Wright claims they are deeply involved in disturbing practices, orchestrating abuse, and keeping people under their control.
I have 3 victims right now who are willing to give testimony about not only what Mr. Carter has done to them, but his wife as well. They're a nasty little couple. They do nasty things.
What do you think happened with Kim?
Keeping people against their will. Putting people on planes while they're unconscious, just like Aaliyah got on that plane. Unconscious. There's a lot of things that people don't want to talk about, Pierce.
She even alleges that Jay-Z's power extends into manipulating public scandals, such as the downfall of R. Kelly, whom Wright claims was thrown under the bus to protect Jay-Z's own image. According to her, Jay-Z funded the Surviving R. Kelly documentary not out of any moral conviction, but to ensure Kelly's imprisonment and to shield himself from scrutiny.
Dream Hampton spearheaded the Surviving R. Kelly campaign, which fueled the Me Too campaign. And that was all funded by Sean Carter to make sure that Robert Kelly went to jail. Get his lick back. Why is nobody understanding that Dream Hampton was being financed and ran by Sean Carter? They were able to go and get all of these witnesses because he was there with Robert Kelly.
But it's not just about R. Kelly. Wright's accusations suggest that Jay-Z and Beyoncé are a part of a much larger, more insidious network where exploitation and abuse are routine. She claims that young women are being drug trafficked and silenced, flying on private jets, unable to escape the grip of powerful figures like Jay-Z. According to her, these figures use wealth, fame, and fear to maintain control over not just their victims, but everyone around them. Wright also cast suspicion on media figures like Gayle King.
How does Jay-Z sit down with Gayle King and she not ask him one question about the intersection between him and Aaliyah and Robert Kelly? This is insane that people keep refusing to see what's right there.
Accusing them of turning a blind eye to uncomfortable truths, allowing powerful celebrities to continue their abuses unchecked. Wright's most explosive claim is that Jay-Z's downfall is imminent. She suggests that Diddy, who is currently facing a wave of legal challenges, Jay-Z's empire is built on the backs of countless victims. She claims hundreds of individuals are ready to come forward with their stories, revealing a side of Jay-Z and Beyonce the world has never seen. These accusations go hand in hand with her belief that the Me Too movement has been co-opted by figures like Jay-Z, used as a tool to distract the public and protect those truly in power. Jaguar Wright doesn't stop at Jay-Z. She describes a world where surveillance tactics, wiretapping, tracking devices, and constant monitoring are used to ensure loyalty and silence. She claims that the people who step out of line are quickly dealt with, their careers destroyed or worse. According to Wright, this has been the way of the industry for decades, but with this rise of social media, the cracks are starting to show. More and more are people becoming aware of the dark side of the industry, and Wright believes it's only a matter of time before it all comes crashing down. Her accusations against Diddy only add to this terrifying narrative. Wright claims that the infamous freak-off parties were not just wild celebrity gatherings, but scenes of horrific abuse, where young women were exploited, in some cases discarded. She alleges that these events were recorded with hidden cameras, capturing the most disturbing rituals imaginable, further tightening Diddy's control over those involved. The connection she draws between Diddy, Harvey Weinstein, and Jeffrey Epstein suggests that the world of music and entertainment is much darker than most could ever imagine. Now, some questions that I have are, why do some figures like Jay-Z seem to escape the consequences of their actions, while others like R. Kelly and Diddy face public ruin? What forces decide who gets exposed and who is protected? Also, has the Me Too movement, originally meant to seek justice for victims, been infiltrated by those in power as means to eliminate the threats and maintain their dominance over the industry? Jaguar Wright's revelations are dark, horrifying, and raise uncomfortable truths about the industry's hidden side. If her claims hold any truth, the music world is on the verge of a reckoning like no other, where the biggest names could fall from grace and reveal the terrifying cost of fame and success. Let's talk about it. What's happening, YouTube? It's your boy IG-TheLaFlareLounge.
What up, YouTube? It's the Top G. And if you're not subscribed to the LaFlare Lounge, then you better tap in now.
Hey, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, man. Hey, look, man. I just put a lot into this video, man, and y'all been doing real well lately with the likes and the shares and the subscribes. But the most thing I need y'all to do is just hit the like button, man. It's free. It's free to show love. You ain't gotta hate. Just hit that like button. I'm gonna give y'all 3 seconds. All right, now that y'all done hit that like button, let's get to it. Now, Jaguar Wright, man. Is she a whistleblower to y'all, man? Jaguar Wright. The first thing I have to ask about Jaguar Wright, because I've been watching her interviews here and there, and you know, she comes off very loopy, very crazy. Some say that she's a conspiracy theorist that is just throwing stuff at the wall and hoping that it sticks. Some are saying no, she's an insider, she's been in the industry, she knows all the things that's going on. We know that she was like a backup singer at some point for Jay-Z, and Common, and a few of the Roots, things like that. So maybe she does have her own share of experiences. But we haven't seen her really in a while. Like, when was the last time she was really in the industry? Like, how does she know a lot? And I'm not here to bash her. I'm not here to support Jay-Z, Beyonce, Diddy, none of that. I'm just asking the questions that need to be asked when it comes to Jaguar Wright. Like, what is her motivation? That's a real question. What is her motivation? Why is she saying all of this now? Like, this came and started back in 2020, right? I get it. Victims and people who witness things, they don't always just come forward when it happens, right? But my question for her is somebody who didn't really make it in the industry, who could be a little bit bitter, who could, she just comes on. What is her motivation behind that? That's my real deal question. Like, is this her trying to score back for her personal vendettas, or is she really trying to seek justice for victims? Because when you have these kind of accusations, you have to come with proof. She's saying that she got these people that are coming forward to her and saying things. Why haven't she pointed these people to the feds? Or have she talked to the feds? That's my whole thing. If you've witnessed so much, you've seen so much, you've been through so much, these people are coming to you in confidence and saying certain things. Why are you not going to the feds with this valuable information? I haven't heard you say that. Are you? Those are the questions that I have for Jaguar Wright. Now, one thing I do believe, after witnessing what we're witnessing with Diddy, Einstein's, all of these people, R. Kelly, is that the industry, the music industry, the film industry, anything that gives people such high power, a high level of power, it seems like it needs to be destroyed and rebuilt at this point. Now, she's saying a lot of things. She's saying a lot of accusatory things. And I believe a lot of what she's saying. I can't say that these people are doing it, but there's something clearly going on in the industry. It's been quiet ever since Diddy got arrested. People are quiet. People are slowly unfollowing him. People are trying to get away from him. And I'm not saying like, hey, this nigga's weird, let's get away from him. But people that really used to be close with him, that really are his friends, like she said, Jay-Z and Beyonce, where are they at? They're getting away from this. And rightfully so, it could be false accusations they don't want to be near, or they could have something to hide. All I know is we got to Thanos the music industry. We got to Thanos the film industry. We got to get rid of 50% of these people. See, the problem is these people in the 90s knew that there was no technology and no evidence that could really get them caught with doing some of the things that they were doing. These things were just rumors, words of mouth. But now we got freaks like Diddy who are recording things. People have accusations. People are smartening up. People are realizing their own rights. People are realizing, hey, what they did back then was wrong. It was great. That was sexual assault. I was drugged. You mean to tell me somebody actually wants to hear my experience? You mean to tell me there are thousands and hundreds and however many people that share the same experience as me? So I believe that there is something going on in this industry, and it's sick and it's cruel. So I agree with Jaguar Wright in that sense. I think that we're giving too many people power that they didn't need, that they didn't deserve. People were not getting rises of power because of their talent. People were getting higher up because they were being trained to groom and go get kids and go sexually assault women, bring them women. Hell, the men were each other. This was a sick industry. I did think one part was interesting where she said that Jay-Z funded the Me Too movement. Again, that's something you got to prove. I'm sorry, Jaguar Wright. I think that some of the stuff, honestly, that you saying, it has to come with an address on it. There's no way I can believe that. Now, they're saying, why does Jay-Z get away with certain things, but someone like Diddy and R. Kelly do not? Let's say that that is true. That's because Jay-Z apparently knows how to fall in line. You know, you see he's lining himself up with these big organizations. You see they saying allegedly that Diddy tried to get too big for his buck with these liquor corporations, with these other big organizations. He's trying to fight against the machine. Nobody's bigger than the program. And from what I've seen and what I could piece together, I haven't seen Jay-Z go against the program. I've seen him say, hey, I think we're beyond kneeling at this point. I think that Colin Kaepernick has done enough. That's the type of stuff that Jay-Z on. That's the type of sentiment that Jay-Z was on. Whereas to Diddy is going against major corporations, where R. Kelly is literally freaking himself out to the point where it's like nobody wants to be around him. He's literally gone too far. He's too freaky. He gotta get arrested. We gotta get him out. It was too obvious. Jay-Z also has a family, has a wife, has kids that if this was the situation that he's hiding behind, he comes off as a humbled family man, billionaire. He's quiet. He's not really a hoe for the camera, where if you look at R. Kelly and Diddy, they just had to have the fame along with the power. You know, they have to feel that fame. They have to feel this. You know what I mean? That's all I'm saying. If that was the case, that's why Jay-Z would be going unnoticed. He seems like he's a little bit more intelligent than these other two. And I'm gonna end it like this, man. If what Jaguar Wright is saying is true, and Jay-Z is emphatically next, right? Like she's saying, then this would really shift the culture, man. It would just go to show that most of our idols are false idols. This is why you shouldn't idolize and stand over certain celebrities. Because I would say they're regular people, but they're worse than regular people. They would be monsters. What she's accusing them of is inhumane. Putting girls in suitcases, drugging them, putting them on planes, putting horse tranquilizer in drinks, things of that nature, having sexual relations allegedly with little boys and little girls, passing around celebrity women like Aaliyah, things of that nature. They're worse than regular people. They're the devil themselves. And for years, we have idolized and looked at people where it seems like the industry is now about to crumble and come crashing down. Things are about to take a turn. Music execs are about to be fired. I think people are going to unalive themselves because they cannot deal with the public scrutiny of being monsters, being found out for what they really are, different sexualities, artists, execs. They say in pharmaceutical companies, everybody's about to take a fall. And I'm waiting to see. This is crazy, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think about this situation, man. Like, share, subscribe, comment. Hey, man, I put in the work on this one, man. Y'all got to hit the like button for me, man. Please. We out here, baby. Boom.
Just LaFlare.
It's him.